Hey everyone, it's Mike here from Tigerstudios, and I have been not making videos for quite some time, and to be honest, I've been a little distracted with a program called RPG Maker. For those of you on Steam, you probably know it was on sale there over the Christmas holidays, and yeah, it's got some real good reviews, and I checked into it. I've used it a little bit before, so anyway, I did get it then, and I've been hooked on it ever since. So today I decided that I would, because I haven't done a video for you guys in such a long time, I decided I would do a video on RPG Maker. Just a basics video, getting started. And also, I want to show you here, this right here, what you see here is the main RPG Maker site. This is the English site. There's also, this program it's a Japanese program. So, but it's been released in North America, which is good. It is a little steep for the price. It's like $69 regular price. But if you come on the RPG Maker site, it's rpgmakerweb.com, and click on products. I want to show you they do have a free version. It's RPG Maker Lite. And if you come here, you'll see, you can get a boxed version of it, and you can download it. And they've got other programs as well, like the older RPG Makers. But if you scroll down here, you'll see RPG Maker Ace Lite. And you click on details, and I've already downloaded it. I have it running, as you can see my taskbar. But yeah, so it's got a little video what you could do here, and little features. You can check this out yourself later on. I won't get too long into this. And it also shows some screenshots of what you can do with it, making towns, making the inside of a home, making forests and dungeons. Shows the editor. Shows how you can edit shadows and things like that, and we'll get into all that stuff. And then it talks about customizing the database, which I'll show you after. It's where all your information for your game goes. So you just click on download, and then all of a sudden, magically you have it downloaded, and here it is. So what this is your basic startup. There's nothing here right now. We gotta create ourselves a game. So it's simple enough. You go here and you create a new project. I'm just going to call this YouTube game. Alright, that's very creative. It'll sell millions. I'll be rich after this. And what it's doing is just creating my project files. It's creating a directory where all my things are going to be. And then it starts you off like this. So as you can see, on our right hand side, the main part of the screen is our map. And down the bottom there's a status bar. It tells you what your map is, map ID. That number is important if you're doing any kind of events and stuff, which I will get into more later. Your map name and the size of your map. Up here you see your toolbar. All the basic things you're going to want to do are right here, basically from this spot over. Here's just your typical stuff: save, open, new, open, save, cut, paste, all that stuff. So there are 3 modes for your map. One is just your map, so that's where right here you click on this, and then you can just click on a tile. Like say you want to make a grassland, right? Let's do this one. Then you just click and drag, and then you're basically drawing your map. So do that, and that's the first mode. Now the second mode is for making events. Now events are what does stuff. So if I was to right click here, I could say new event. Now this is just, I'm going over this stuff quickly, guys. I'm just kind of giving you an intro to this program, and I'll do more specific things after. But anyway, so we have our event here. Now an event is something that can happen. We can control it when it happens based on here, the trigger. So it can be activated by a button. It could be when the player just walks over it. It could be when the player touches it. It could just auto run, which means it's automatically running. And a parallel process means it's running in parallel to other things. So it's running at the same time other things are running. You've got to be careful with that one, because you can get into a situation where you got too many things happening at once, and it can really lag down your computer. So with events, basically, I'll just quickly show this to you. Here is basically what happens to this event. You can actually put in all the steps that happen when this event is triggered. And this is easy. All you gotta do is double click, and it brings up this dialog where you can click what you want to happen. So let's just say we want a message to come up. You click this, and then you go ahead and you type in your message. Well, let's just say a little hello message. Let's put a picture to it. So here you can choose pictures for who's saying this. Let's see. It doesn't matter. Choose this guy. Now, if you want to preview what it looks like, you can hit preview, and this is what it will look like in game. Now, the reason this preview is here is because you can change the window type. Like say dim background, and it goes like that, or transparent, and you see it like that. And this blue and black here, that just indicates it's transparent, so whatever's on the screen will show up there. We'll just go normal, and you can control the position where the window's going to be, top, bottom, or middle. So let's go ahead and make that bottom again. What else can we do here? There's lots of stuff you could do. Within the event, you could change gold. You can give the party gold. So say, give them 10 gold for talking to us. Now, the graphic for the event. Let's. This is what it's going to look like on the map. So let's say we're going to make this a button or switch. Switch. Here you go. Yeah. So you choose your switch. Now you notice there's a bunch of images here, and they all are in sequence. So it's like the switch is there, and then it's over like that, and it's gone. So the way this works is it's automatic. You put that in, and when it gets clicked, you'll see there's the walking animation. So what will happen is, when you click it, it's going to actually go through that animation, and will actually go over. Let's see. I'll get more into all this stuff later. So let's just go ahead and put that on there. Now you see your little button. Okay. Some other things you might want to know. There's a lot to get into here, guys. This is a great program. There are limitations, unfortunately, with the Lite version. I've been playing around just before I start this video to see what they are. Most of what I see is limitations on adding extra stuff. Let me just quickly show you the database. Okay, this here is the database, and I'll go to the first page. Here is where you set everything that has to do with your game, pretty much. So you do all your mapping on the main screen I just showed you, and here's where you can set your actors, which are your characters that are playable. You can set up multiple ones. It by default comes with 10. These are the default. I haven't touched anything here. The limits are this. Change maximum, you can't. So you're stuck with the amount you have. However, I don't believe there's an issue changing this up. Yeah, you can change this. That's no problem. You just can't add any more. So that's that. I mean, if you want to get rid of something, you can. You just right click on it and go clear. So you don't have to have 10. And that goes the same with everything, I noticed. Classes, you're limited to the 10. Now, we're going to really get into this more later, but for classes, I'll just show you that you have your general settings, like your name and experience curve. Now, this might look a little daunting at first, but you can really tweak how much experience you need to level up by raising values. So it has a pretty advanced formula. You start off with the base value, and then you got an extra value. And if you hover over everything, everything's got a tooltip. It explains everything very well, actually. I haven't had any issues understanding what something is. But yeah, so you can change acceleration rates and like that. And you see the curve in the background. So you can really tweak this. It's pretty cool. So this is just to next level. So level 1 to level 2 will be 36, and then 90, and then 173. So, you know, this is a good way to balance your game. And here you click on this total, and you see this is the total amount of experience you'll have at these points. But I'm going to cancel that. Another thing about classes is parameter curves. So for every parameter, like hit points, magic points, attack, defense, magical attack, magic defense, agility, and luck. If you double click on these, here's where you can tweak how much these things go up every level. And as you can see, I go up a level and it shows the value. That's great and all. I like to just generate a curve. How much do I want at level 1? 250. Level 99, we'll just say 6,000. And then here you can say how fast you want it to go up. Do you want it to rise quickly or slow? I always go a little towards the slower side. Holy crap, that's not good. Alright. Why did that... Did I not put 6,000? Oh well. There, that's a little better. Anyway, and then you see how much it goes up. And that's the same for all of them. And also, if you don't want to go through tweaking all this, so you got quick settings. So each one, like A is going to be your bigger numbers, and E will be smaller numbers. And they're just random. So you play around with that stuff. You got your skills. These are skills that will be learned at each level. Now this is class specific. So a soldier is going to learn this at level 5 and this at level 10. And there's features. Skills. Here's your skills. You have a lot of skills. And these can be changed and tweaked by you as much as you want. So there's 126 in here, and like before, you cannot change it. That's fine. 126 is a lot. So if you want to really tweak these, and keep in mind a couple of these are just placeholders, like are dividers. So there's 3 dividers in there. As far as the skills, I won't get too much into this right now, but for every skill you can change the icon, and you have an icon database here. So there's a lot of icons you can use for things, and I haven't looked into it at this point, but I know with the full version you can edit all these. You can, your icon file can be as big as you want. You can add as much of other stuff as you want. In fact, actually, well, just for the sake of this video, I'll keep it here, but weapons, you can add your weapons in, armor, all your armor, and you get armor type. This corresponds to what's in the system tab over here. But you can set your armor, the price of it, where it equips, and the stats for it. You got lots of things here. Enemies. Here's where you can set up your enemies. Now these are obviously the bad guys. And that right there would be the demon god. You set up your enemies, your hit points, all that stuff, what they drop. You can actually say they drop an item, and you can choose from your item list, weapon or armor, and the probability, what are the chances. How much experience, gold, so it's pretty cool. Now you can spend an awful lot of time in this database tweaking everything and getting it just right. Troops is a little different. Troops is a combination of your enemies. So your enemies alone, you don't just fight your enemies. What you have to do is assign your enemies to a troop. And to do that, you basically come here and let's just say clear. Okay, so we get an empty one. What we do basically, okay, we have our list of enemies, and let's say we want a slime. Okay, let's just say you want to fight one slime. Well, there you go. You fight one slime. Now you can move it around, position it where you want on here. And auto name will name it for you, so the name of the troop. Auto name is a lot better than just coming up with your own names, like, because what it would do is it named it pretty accordingly, like bat times 2, hornet times 2. But now let's say I put a slime and a spider in here. That's a big spider. There. Now if I auto name slime, comma, spider. See? You can change your battle background, and there's a bunch of options here. You can clouds, demon castle, and so on and so forth. Let's see, what would be good? Wasteland. There, let's do that. And there you go, it just changes it just like that. Now you can do a battle test. Now I will do that, and I'll show you quickly, but not right this second. There's something I gotta do first. This is the system tab. This is like your system stuff. You set up your initial party here, your game name, currency, window color, the graphics for boat, ship, and airship. But what I want to do, the volumes are important because it's all 100% and that's all very loud. Like, now I don't know if that's loud for you guys or not. There we go. I don't think that should be loud for you guys. I'll test that in my. I'll test that before I make the video and I process this. This is the battle music. I'm just turning this down because I'm gonna do a battle, but I don't want it to blow your eardrums. Because then you guys won't like me. You'll complain. You'll make all kind of comments. Battle start. Here, I'll leave this at default volume, okay? This is your warning. Default volume coming through. Ready? Oh, that wasn't so bad. But you probably get an idea how loud it was. Alright. Actor damage. Just do this quickly. You could change your sounds too. Like, you don't have to use the default. Oh. And that one's done. Yeah, new skill. Enemy damage. We're going to be damaging the enemy, so we should lower that one. Anyway, guys, while I'm doing this, I'll just say, you know, you can make games with this. Like, and the games you make are, you know, the old school kind of, you know, 2D games, but they can be quite fun to play. There's a great community, the RPG Maker web page I told you about there first. That page has got a forum section, and in that forum section there's a lot of support, a lot of people who enjoy helping others and want to see people succeed. There's sections there to post your games, get ideas and feedback. You know, it's a real good community, and I'm glad to be part of it, to be honest. I recently signed up for the Member Plus, which gives you some more benefits and stuff too. But you know, if you want this game, I would definitely look out for sales. But let's see here. I'll go back to the battle because I want to show you that. Now, I hope this isn't loud, and I apologize if it is, but let's just test this out. So to test this out, you click Battle Test, and here you can actually tweak yourself to get an idea. So say you want to fight, you know, something higher level, you can set yourself up to that level. So we'll set myself up a level, let's go level 5. I don't know what those guys are like. So I can set my weapon. Let's give a battle axe, headgear, a leather hat. I think that meant to be hat. Anyway, clothes, hard leather. What can you do for accessory? War God belt. Okay, and you see my stats increase and change here. So now I click OK, and the battle begins. So you just basically go through and that's so loud. I'm sorry, guys. There you go. So this is a way to find out if your battles are good, and if you know you need to tweak some things. So say we weren't happy with that, we can go back here. We can go to our spider, and we say, okay, we kicked his ass too fast. So let's say give him some more attack, give him some more hit points, whatever, and you can go back and test. Say you're not happy with the rewards, you can increase that. So it's a good way to test things without actually having to load up your game and do it. States are things like death, poison. These are just status effects, like debuffs or buffs, kind of. You can change the things that happen. You can, well, whatever. Let's see something like poison. What does that do? So name is poison. Restriction, there's no restrictions. Features, so your health regen, that's what this is minus 10%. So these are what happens when you get poisoned. So you can set these up, like if you want to add something else. You could change a rate, attack thing, anything. There's lots of stuff here you can do. Animations are for like attack animations. You can configure all of these, which is pretty cool. There's lots here, and like I said, I'll get into a lot of this stuff with you guys if you want. If you guys want a comprehensive tutorial on all this, I'll do that. I'm gonna wrap this one up though, because it's getting long. And tile sets. This is where your graphics are. Here is where you can choose your tile sets, and you can set up different names. Now this is a big time limitation, guys, with the Lite version. You know, the other limitations I don't find too bad, but this one here, you only get 4 tile sets. You cannot increase that. And this could be a hindrance later on. I'll show you why. But anyway, you can have different tile sets for like field, which is your overworld. You can have an exterior one. You see here there's a bunch of stuff in here. Now these circles and X's are about passability. If a block is passable or not. And I'll get into that more later. But basically you can turn off passability, like can you walk on that block or can you not walk on it. And then there's even more advanced options for blocks down here, is you can control the direction that they can be walked on or off. And a good example of where that could be handy is, I don't see it in this. I'm looking for, there are particular tiles that might be interior. Yeah, let me turn this off. Well, there are tiles with arrows on them, and it'd be good for puzzles and dungeons. You can make it so you can only go in the direction of the arrows. I've seen that before, but I don't see it right here. I'd have to set that up. But anyways, you see there's tiles like images for everything, like bookshelves, pictures, windows, stairs up and down, and you can see statues, pillars, you know, lots of stuff here. So there's some cool options, and like these aren't even filled. Like we can add more in here. You see these are all the tiles. Now I'm going to look into seeing if we can add more tile sets to this, but I'm not sure. Well, not more tile sets, I mean more tiles. Anyway, so common events are just events you can run. We'll talk about that more later. And terms. Terms, basically, this is just the wording for everything. You can change how everything's worded. So say you don't want levels, you want age, for example. You can put age in here. So then you can say a player is so many years old. Hit points, you can change that to something else. So this is just vocabulary. This is just what it shows up in game. And this is a way you can customize the game to what you want. Like weapons, armors, key items, you can change these. So that's all I'm going to show you about the database for now. Let's see. I guess for the most part, I'll get into regions later. Regions, I'll just quickly show you. Regions are a way of identifying certain areas. And all I'm doing is clicking and dragging here. But you can define areas on a map, and then within those areas you can set certain enemies to spawn. And that's pretty cool because you can make safe areas, you can make areas that have stronger enemies, or maybe there's a spider cave and in a certain area you get really bad spiders or something. I don't know. But like I said, we'll deal with that another day. As far as that goes, I think, you know, this is the basics. This is what it is. Let's just see. You can put on some mountains. You know, you can make your map real nice. Of course, this is not a real nice map. There's trees. You know, they just draw, and you see how they're clumping like that. That's a feature of auto tiles. That's what auto tiles are. Like one by itself is just one. Two is a little clump like that. So you see how that happened there. It's from an auto tile. But we'll go into that more later too. And here you make a pathway. So that's it for now. Let's see. I'll show you map properties real quick. Here you can set the properties of your map, blah blah blah. You can go through this to see what everything is. Yeah, anyway. Your encounters, you can say what you want to come here. You know, whole map, or you can specify. This is what the region thing's about. So let's just say I want slimes and spiders only on region 1. And then let's say I want bats on region 2 and 1. How about that? And average steps, we'll say, let's see, 15. Alright, you know what? I'm going to do a quick test. Let's play this and see how it goes. Hopefully it's not too loud. Alright, good so far. Alright, so here we are on our wonderful island. Before I walk around too much and get myself hurt, I'm going to hit escape. And you see here, you can get up your information on your stuff. And now I have nothing here. You see my skills. Special, I have no skills. This guy had no skills. Oh, he does have equipment. So change. Nothing to replace it with, but yeah. So you can see there's there's a lot of stuff here. And I'll get into later on more advanced stuff, but you can really customize a lot of pretty much all of this with scripts. So let's go around. Uh-oh. A bat. I'm sorry about that being so loud, guys. Oh, look at that. I'm blind. See the little glasses there? They blinded me. Nothing special. See that? I'm blind. They're gonna kill me. Blind again? Alright guys, this isn't going so well. I'm gonna try to run. This is one thing I don't like. However, it was unable to escape. I don't know why I say it. There we go. Oh yes, this here. There we go. Hello, YouTube fans. Now you see how that went, and then it went away. The switch went away. It went too far. Oh, it came back. See? That's that. Alright guys, let's go ahead and end this. And we'll save our project, and maybe we'll carry on with this next time. I want to thank you guys for watching, and if you guys are interested in this, please let me know what you think, because this is pretty cool. And if you like, you know, I might get a little group going or something where we can help each other out, and give some advice and all that kind of stuff. Now I can get in a program where I can refer people. So if you guys are interested in purchasing this, I'm going to look into that option and see if I can get you guys any discounts on this. I'm not sure I can, but I'll put in my description a link to a way to purchase this if I can manage to get discounts for you guys. That would be really awesome. I know they have an affiliate program, so I'll see about that. But in the meantime, you know, keep an eye on on Steam and download the Lite version. You know, it's a good way to get your feet wet, get playing with this, and make some fun games. So I want to thank you guys for watching. Stay tuned